started the Zoom. And then just let me know when it connects to YouTube. Then I think we're ready.
Yep, it's connected to YouTube.
Perfect. I'm ready to go.
All right, go for it.
Perfect. All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get up and running with Bookmap. So, every single Monday at 8 a.m. EST, Dan's going to be covering. Every Wednesday at 4 p.m. EST, I'm going to be covering how to set up Bookmap, and then every Friday at 1 p.m. EST, Bruce is going to be covering how to set up Bookmap. Skip through. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay. So, the first thing that you want to do is you want to head on over to bookmap.com and you want to make sure that you're logged in. Hold on. My computer just froze. There we go. Okay. So when you're on bookmap.com, head up here to where it says log in. Make sure to click on that and then enter your details, your email, and your password. Once you're logged in, or sorry, one second. There you go. So the way that you're going to be able to tell that you're logged in is it's going to say your username up here. Now, if you're not signed in, it's going to look, where's the screenshot? Hold on. Never mind. It's just going to say log in if you're not logged in. But then from there, you're going to select your system and then your version. There's two different versions that you can choose. I would say to do production. I believe the other one is alpha, if that's correct, Bruce. But I would suggest...
Yeah, it could be alpha or a beta version. Typically, we have a beta version. Sometimes we have an alpha and a beta version. But yeah, go with production.
Perfect. And then you want to download Bookmap from there. Now, let's see. Once you download Bookmap, again, here's the different options you can choose from. Choose a system and then production, download. From here, what you want to do is you want to add a data subscription. So you want to head back into your profile and then you want to click right here where it says add subscription. Now, this is where you want to make sure that you are logged in, because if you are not logged in, first off, it's going to tell you to log back in, but second off, you're not going to be able to add a data subscription. So it's just going to pop up with the normal subscriptions right here. But if you are logged in, you're going to see a screen like this, and this is where you can actually add your data subscriptions. So now from here, there's a few different options that you can choose from when it comes to your data subscription. You can see right here that there is a bundle for $79 a month, but then here we have Bookmap CME data. CME data is pretty much going to be for if you only trade, let's say, the S&P futures, the NASDAQ futures, or the Russell futures, then really all you need is the CME data. So the first one is going to be $17 for the first month. And then after that $17 on the first month, it's going to be $34 every month after that. The second one is going to be CBOE, which I believe CBOE is the Dow, correct, Bruce?
Yeah, the mini Dow, plus all the interest rates like bonds and notes and all that kind of stuff.
So if you trade any of those, you're going to want to go with CBOE, again, $17 the first month and then $34 each month after. Or if you trade, let's say, the metals like gold, gold futures, you're going to need COMEX, which again, $17 for the first month, $34 every single month after that. If you trade all of those, then obviously it would make more sense to go with the CME bundle, again, which is $79 a month. But after you choose your data subscription, there's a, well, actually, if you trade futures, these are the options you can choose from. But then if you trade stocks, there's a different subscription that you can get, which is going to be the Bookmap's equity package or equity data, or the DXFeed stocks data. So with, we start off with DXFeed. You have the bundle, which is going to be NASDAQ and EdgeX, which is going to be $59 for the first month, then $119 for each month after that if you get the bundle. If you only trade NASDAQ stocks, you can just go with that separate subscription, which is going to be $69 a month. And if you only trade EdgeX stocks, you can get that, which is going to be $59 every month. Or you can just go with the Bookmap data, which is going to be all the NASDAQ stocks and NLS, which is $29 for the first month and then $59 for each month after that. So again, if you trade futures, you would want to go with the Bookmap data and either any of these. And then if you trade stocks, you would go with the equities or stocks package. Now, once you do all that and Bookmap is installed, you then want to open Bookmap and you want to make sure to run it. So here's my Bookmap right here. And this is how it's going to look when you first open it. Now, as we can see, there are 3 different modes that we can select. The first one is going to be simulation mode. Simulation mode is pretty much, you can go back and you can back test and you can send your orders while in sim mode. So it's running real-time data. Or sorry, not back testing, but it's running real-time data and you can send your orders, your buy and sell orders. So if essentially paper trading through Bookmap. If you want to do that, you would use simulation mode. Trading mode is going to be real-time data where you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you can put like real-time buy and sell orders with a live account. So real-time data, real trading, use trading mode. And then you also have access to replay mode, which if you're going to be using replay mode, you do want to make sure that you are recording your live data. And if you're also sending orders via Bookmap, you want to make sure that that is also selected. Because if you're not recording your live data, or if you send your orders through Bookmap recording your orders, you can't use replay mode. It has to record this data for you. So if you ever want to go back test, maybe you took a trade and you want to look further into the order flow later in the day or whatever the case may be, you would go back in a replay mode and then choose that time and day. And then you can replay it over and over and over. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to open trading mode. All you'll do is select it and then click OK. Give this a second while it opens. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to add a platform. So what we want to do is we want to click right here, or let me actually close that. First, you want to go up to connections and then click configure. After that, click add connection. And you can see right here on platform, there are multiple different ones that you can select. What we are going to do is because we subscribe to the Bookmap data, we are going to find Bookmap data. We are going to click that. And then you want to choose your server location. So whichever server you're closer to, I'm closer to the USA, live in the USA, so I'm just going to choose that. And then that is going to be added as well, or that's going to be added.
Hey, Brandon, can you first, the first step actually is if you don't have the adapter, and that's our add and remove platform, you have to hit that button. Yeah. And then you'll find the adapter that you need to add. So for Bookmap data, like when people first subscribe to it, see, you've already got it. So you can remove it there or update it or whatever. And then scroll down to the bottom and it says install. And then there you should see Bookmap data, and then you can install it. So first is, it's not part of the download package, the adapter. That's why you have to install adapter first.
Got you. So do that first and then add connection.
Right.
Okay. And then for DXFeed for stocks as well.
The adapter is already installed on that one.
Correct.
So you just need to add a connection. Yeah.
Let's see, Bookmap data, add, and then add connection. Go to the platform. If you subscribe to DXFeed for normal stocks, and then click on that, and you can see that they're both added. So then from here, you're then going to go ahead and click OK. Now, what you want to do is head back up into connections. You can see that both of those are added, Bookmap and DXFeed. And all you want to do is make sure that they're selected. So just hit this little square right there and click on them both, and you can now see that they're both selected. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a futures instrument. And the way that we're going to do that is head up here to add instrument. And then where it says platform, because first we're adding a futures instrument, platform is going to be Bookmap data. Type is going to be selected as futures. Exchange is going to be routed through, again, depending on what instrument you trade. If you're trading the S&P, NASDAQ, you're going to do CME. If you're trading the Dow, you're going to do CBOE. If you're trading gold, you're going to do COMEX. So again, depending on what you're trading, you'll select your exchange. I'm just going to go ahead and add the NASDAQ futures. So I'm going to choose CME. And then the current symbol that we are on is NQZ5. So it's going to be the instrument, the expiration, and then the year, the end of the year. So because it's 2025, you'll just you'll put a 5. And then you'll hit subscribe. Give that a second while it loads. And now you can see that we have the NASDAQ futures put in our bookmap. So that's how you're going to add a futures instrument. The way that you're going to add a stock is to go back into add instrument. But now instead of bookmap data, we're going to select DXFeed. It's already going to do the type for you. It's already going to do the exchange. The only thing you have to do is type the stock that you want to select. So if I wanted Tesla, I would type in TSLA, and I would always make sure to choose common stock. So it's going to say the company name and then common stock. Or if I typed in Apple, whoops, it would be the same thing, common stock. And then again, you're going to hit subscribe. Give that a second while it loads. Actually, it might not load because the market's closed, but you can see that it still brought it up. And then the other thing that you can actually add, if you have access to bookmap data, is going to be crypto. So the way that we're going to add crypto is to go back into add instrument, set this back to bookmap data, but instead now we're going to go to futures and we're going to choose, I believe it's spot, correct, Bruce?
Spot or perpetual for like the crypto futures.
Yeah, so it's like personal preference. I'll just do spot for this one. And then you will type in the symbol that you want. So we're just going to pull up Bitcoin, BTC, USDT. And then I'm just going to go ahead and choose this one. Or would you have a preference, Bruce? Between?
Whatever you like.
Okay. Oh yeah, this one's the future, sorry. I thought there was another exchange added on that. So we'll just choose that one and then hit subscribe. Let that load. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. Let's go back real quick because... Wait, maybe... I think it did it how it was supposed to. Hold on, let me do that again real quick. Unsubscribe. Because there's something that you want to change as well. It's going to be your tick size. So if you're doing Bitcoin, personally, I would change the tick size up to 50. It's just how fast Bitcoin moves. An interval of 10 can move very quickly. And the lower that you set that tick size, it's pretty much going to overwhelm Bookmap. And it could cause it to, potentially crash. So I would select tick size as 50. That's going to be $50 increments. And then as far as this, the size, I would set it to 0.1 instead of 0.01 and then hit subscribe. And give this a second to load. There we go. So now instead of intervals of 10 on the right, we have intervals of 50. So that's how you set up Bookmap. That's how you add your futures, your stocks, as well as your crypto, So now, going back to this, skip through all this. As far as other resources that you can use to get a further understanding of Bookmap and how to use Bookmap, There's multiple different resources. The first one that you can use is going to be the Learning Center. So if you just go on Google and you type in Bookmap Learning Center, let me just pull it up real quick, 1 second. It's going to take you to a website like this. And you can see that there's tons of free resources, tons of free videos that you can watch. Like Getting Started has 20 videos. Order Flow, there's 23. Market Mechanics, there's 4. There's also free courses, one of them being from Bruce, another one being from me, and then another one from J Trader as well. So overall, a lot of free education in the Learning Center. But then also, if you go up here to this knowledge base or knowledge, you also have what is known as knowledge base. So now if you click on this, because there's a lot of like videos and courses here, this is broken down in text form. So you can read through it, get a further in-depth understanding of the add-ons on Bookmap, how to use them. Like say you don't really understand stops and icebergs, well, you can go ahead and you can read all about the stops and icebergs and how to use them and what they mean. So 2 different ways that you can get more education on Bookmap, but then also you can join the Bookmap Discord, which is free. As long as you have a subscription to Bookmap, you can join the Bookmap Discord, which, let's see. Do you have a link on the website, Bruce, to the Discord?
Yeah, it's under community there.
Community and then Discord. So if you guys want to join that, again, it's free to do so. You'll simply just click, where'd it go? Community and then Discord, and you can join. And then, yeah, highly recommend going through all of this, especially the market mechanics and order flow phenomena. But yeah, any questions that you guys have? Bruce, any questions from you?
There's a question over in Zoom from Kirk. I don't know if you can you see the question? No? Okay, I can read it out.
Oh, sorry, I was muted for some reason. It was Kirk saying, does Bookmap have DOM that we can trade from? And the answer is yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah, in fact, we have Kirk. We have actually two domes in Bookmap, and they're both very powerful. One is through the Bookmap columns, okay, that you can have it configured, the columns configured to show the dome, or you can use an add-on with, if you have Global Plus subscription, you get the add-on for Dome Pro, which is a standalone dome, and also extremely powerful. Has all the gadgets, whiz bang, whistles, and everything that you can need or use from many other professional domes out there. Okay, it's just included with the Global Plus.
Then another question was, can you demonstrate how to review or replay the day to study as a beginner? Can we show that real quick? Just how to use replay mode?
You know what? No, I don't think we have time for that, Andre. But I would say this. A perfect segue to that would be to, if you want, we can show you on the Learning Center. There's videos on that. We have a whole program though based on replay mode. If you want, and it is called Bruce's pilot program. I can put the link into the chat here for you. We use replay mode heavily to go over a trade setup so that you can build an edge very easily for yourself. And I'll put the link in here for you.
And then Moondog asked, for a total Bookmap newbie, which video series would you watch first to begin to understand what we're even looking at on the chart? Honestly, like all of this right here, getting started with Bookmap, all of these. is what I would watch. And then understanding order flow. It's going to take some time, but it's going to give you the right understanding you need for Bookmap.
Yeah, so there's the getting started course. There is it's kind of what Brandon has already gone through. Plus, there's kind of an overview of what Bookmap is. So click on the course, actually, Brandon.
The getting started?
Yeah. So, you know, what he just went through about the platform, connectivity, adding symbols, but then the overview of Bookmap, the volume, and the heat map there. That should give you a really good overview of Bookmap, and it shouldn't take long to go through that. There, you can see these videos are very short. And then go back, Brandon, if you can. And then the next one would be Bookmap features. So this will answer a lot of questions. If you have questions about the columns and how they all work and what you want to add, the dome column in there, there's a video on that, Kirk, that will answer your question as well on the dome column. Yeah. And then market mechanics course would be the next area to go. And then go back to the home page on, there you go. Okay, and then scroll down a bit more. And then all the events that we have every day on our Discord channel are here. So for example, you can see like tomorrow we have a special event actually with Bogdan Stoichescu from Axia Futures, as well as we have Paco in Brazilian Portuguese. We have Fausto. We have the Bookmap Academy. We have all sorts of events every day. And you can click on those and we'll have the link to where to go. Okay, Michael, I'll find a link on the on Dome Pro from the I'll put it in the chat here for you, but it'll be a link from the what is it, the knowledge base that Brandon showed. Okay.
Any other questions? I don't have the YouTube pulled up. Is there any on there?
No, nothing on YouTube. We're good there.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's see here. Now I got to get back to the questions. Yep, there you go. There's the link for the Dome Pro on the knowledge base. Let's see, do we get to all the questions?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Will you purchase event? I will purchase eventually, but have to have a paid subscription to access this Discord. Okay, Kirk. Actually, this is a good question. So you don't actually have to have a paid subscription to join our Discord, but you will have to be registered on bookmap.com. Okay, so that means there's a free version of Bookmap which you can get, and you can download and install that one if you want. But basically, you just need to sign up, just like what Brandon was showing earlier, that with your username and your login. So that's all that's required. All right, I think that's it, Brandon.
Awesome. Sounds good to me. Everybody have an amazing day, and Bruce, I'll talk to you.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you, Brandon.
Yep. Bye.